8 hit points left. Yeah.
I have 10.
So you're pretty good.
Yeah. I'm bleeding profusely, though, from many sword gashes. I have no armor, so you can imagine I'm like butter.
All right. That is this thing's turn. So, Ganthrix, your turn.
Okay, so at this point, from behind my winter cloak, I pull out a sword, and it's a broken short sword. And, it's a broken sword that's the length of a short sword. And then I'll just go into a flurry of attacks with the short sword. So 3 attacks.
Everybody that's in the room may recognize that this is a broken version of the sword that this thing has been swinging around.
Awesome.
12 plus 6, 18 is a miss. 10 plus 6, 16 is a miss. Ah, shit. 10 plus 6, 16 is a miss.
You just roll all 16s.
Well, it's a short sword, so I'm missing.
He forgot that it was broken and it was still swinging.
If it was not broken, you would have been close enough to hit it.
Exactly.
It's like,
He's got a high. What's the armor class? Like 19 or 20? It's really hard to hit.
Yeah. And if he parries, it goes up.
Yeah. So that's an epic fail. So I'm done.
I thought it was gonna be all cool. Like, I'm pulling out my sword. I never use it. Missing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but these things are getting progressively harder.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm gonna be the hardest.
Garrett's gonna be the hardest.
That's what she said.
Oh, come on. Man.
Perez is just gonna step on you.
So it is Mistress' turn.
Okay, am I close enough to get up and touch Ganthrix?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, your Gantrick, it's not the evil
my
Gantrick.
My Ganthrix. Our Ganthrix. Okay,
Our-
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna use Cure Wounds. So he will regain 1d8 plus spellcasting ability. Yeah, you got 7.
Nice. Thank you. And back up to 15. I'm pretty sure next turn, if he swings at me, it might not be good. So
Yeah.
hopefully you guys can kill him.
The 2.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I'm relying on the barbarian.
Alright, so it is the barbarian's turn.
Ooh, goody. I'm still raging.
Yeah, I'm like, Keurig, that is a door guard. Do not let this illusion spread.
Oh, God. Okay, first attack. That is 8, so that's gonna miss. Next attack's 5, so that's gonna miss.
Ugh.
And the last one's a 4, so that's gonna miss.
Oh, no!
And my go is done.
Alright, Selixian.
Who's immediately after me?
Garrett.
Who's after Garrett?
Rickard.
Alright, Rickard, I will inspire you with a minor power chord
Okay.
on my golden lyre. And that gives you a d8 to add to basically any roll that you have.
Excellent. Do you say inspire as you do it?
Yes, absolutely. Inspire! And then I will roll my Warhammer once more. And I rolled a 22.
Nice.
And he parries it.
Fucking shitballs.
I hate you so much.
Sorry, man.
Awesome.
Alright, Garrett.
Alright. So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna firebolt another time. Hopefully I hit a dwarf. Is there another dwarf?
All 3 of them are dead.
Vistra.
I mean, you can hit Vistra.
Oh man. So it was a 20 and a 19. I had disadvantage. So 19 plus 6.
That hits.
Cool. Damn disadvantage. 2d10. 13.
And you can add a d8 if you want to.
Yeah, plus 8.
No, you have to roll it.
Roll what?
A D8.
Roll the D8.
Oh, roll a d8. I got it. Clever. It was a 6.
Okay.
So 19 damage.
It's
He
dead,
carries
right?
that.
It's not dead. It's standing there. And it's Rickard's turn.
Okay, this may not be possible, but Sacred Weapon is as an action. Can I do that instead of place of my move? Or is that
No.
that doesn't specify
No.
attack option?
No.
It's
You can't.
different.
So it's like that or it's attack. So because you get a move and an
Yes.
action. Okay,
Correct.
got it. I do have 2
Do you even
attacks.
D&D, bro?
I have an extra attack, but I don't think that would apply to a crossbow because it's specifically a reloading weapon. So I don't know that it can hit it twice with my crossbow. So I'm just going to attack with the 1. I'm adding a d8. That's the second die there.
Okay, you have disadvantage because you're firing into melee.
Wow. Yeah, nothing happens. Shit, not at all.
All right.
And
Did you roll 2 1s?
no, I rolled a 7 and a 14.
Oh.
And my d8 extra was a 1.
You perforate a dead dwarf.
I do have a spell I can use as a bonus action for free, and that's Sanctuary. It says casting time 1 bonus action. I interpret that to mean that it just it can cast it outside of that. I
Yeah.
ward a creature within range against attack. So anything that would attack this must first succeed a Wisdom saving throw in order to attack this creature.
All right.
And I
You
cast
can-
that on my Dragonborn friend.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And I urinate. I'm done.
Han our enemy?
IRL.
So explain this to me for a second. You're all kind of tight in there close. I know that Silixian and Kureg and Ganthrix are all standing right there up in this thing's face. And then both Vistra and Rickard have just done something that I assume is a touch distance spell for Ganthrix.
No,
right?
mine's 60 feet range.
Okay. So you
I'm
were
right behind Ganther.
okay.
I'm probably right next to Ganthrix too.
Okay.
I feel like
so,
a fire breath is coming.
So I'm
Oh, no.
thinking.
Oh,
Good.
fuck.
I got an idea. Okay, so what is going to happen? It's this thing's turn. He is going to open its mouth, pull aside its shield, and a blast of acid goes forward into the face of the barbarian and splashes past to Rickard standing behind it. You going to need to make a saving throw.
And is this where I
This will
become
probably
blind?
kill me if I don't succeed.
This is where you become blind.
Or what?
Do I need to make a saving throw?
You don't. You're not in the path of this.
Yeah,
This is
it's just
straight
a
line.
line.
Extra
It's a straight
buddies.
line.
So this is. You are going to have to make a. This is a DC 16.
I made it.
What am I rolling?
D20.
You're,
No, I mean,
It's a dex-
constitution or
A
dex
dex
or-
saving throw, right?
yeah, it's
I believe it's dexterity.
yeah, dex save.
Cool, I get a bonus dex. So. That first roll is an 18, so 20.
Okay. Well, it splashes past both of you, and neither one of you manages to get any acid death upon you.
Well, they take half damage, right?
Do we? We probably do.
It's news to me. Let me see. Creature. Oh yeah, failed save. They take
I
Same
know
team,
it's same.
Fred.
I know it's same team,
half
but
as much. Well, here's the thing. This thing is not a dragonborn. It's a reskinned something else that I had to look up dragon breath on. So
okay.
Hmm.
it's kind of play on my best. Okay, so let's figure out how much this thing's going to actually do.
Yeah. I only have 10 life.
I've got 52.
You both take. Oh man, you guys are lucky. You both take 3 damage.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go pee.
Well, you're up next. I'm just kidding.
All right. Hey, since you have it on your sheet, I'm sure. Is that a bonus action or is that an action?
It's technically an action, but you can still take a bonus action if you have any bonus actions queued.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that's probably his thing. All right, so it's a failed attack, and it is Ganthrix's turn.
All right, so in response, I will spew acid in its face, and you must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
2 seconds.
They just stand there spitting at each other.
14.
I think that beats mine because I think it's 8 plus
8 plus con plus
proficiency.
proficiency.
So that's 1 con, 3 proficiency, 4. So it's 12. So 12 was the DC.
All right, so you beat it.
But you still take half damage.
And he's resistant to acid.
Oh shit! That's right.
And he is resistant to the damage type associated with his draconic.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, so you're gonna resist that.
Yep.
So I'm not worried about it at all. And then I do get a bonus action, so I still get 1 unarmed strike against you.
Okay.
And that's a crit 1.
Okay.
Man, I have become very
You become the
inefficient
Jennifer
against-
of this.
I'm telling you, against myself, I have no power over myself right now.
It is Vistra's turn. And these rounds are going fast.
Yeah.
Because you keep missing.
That helps.
All right,
I wish
Ariel.
I wasn't.
Okay. Okay, so who was I gonna heal? Okay. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds again on Rickon. So I'll just lean over, put my arm on his shoulder.
My max HP is not very high. Well, no, I could probably use it. I'm gonna.
It's
die.
17 now.
It's 17 lower than it was.
Oh, it's 17 lower than it was. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
No,
that's
my
what I
point
had.
is that your max H, like whatever you took from the
Yeah.
Wraith, the 17 you took from the Wraith lowered your HP, and then whatever you've taken from this thing is what you're down.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I think you're only you only took
You're
3
like
from this thing,
7 or
right?
something.
I'm at 7 life total now,
Ha. I was right.
Okay.
I'm correct.
with a
Thank you.
maximum of no,
What was your original maximum? HP?
27.
Okay, so your max HP is 10,
Yeah.
and you're at 7
So,
HP right now.
9
Yeah.
and 7.
So you probably don't want to heal me. It's
That's his max right now?
that's
His
my
max
max
HP is
until,
10.
and I have
Until
so
he
many
takes
fucking
a
cure
long
status
rest.
effects, and I don't think I can even cure it off myself because he said until extended rest.
Okay, yeah, then I'll heal Ganthrix again.
Yeah, I could definitely use it.
I rolled a 6 plus 5 is 11.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
You get 11 back.
11, perfect, thank you.
That was the sound the spell makes.
Yeah.
Beautiful sound.
That's what the Cure Light's room sounds like.
All right, it's Kureg.
Okay. I've still got 6 rounds of raging left, so let's go. Oh, nat 20.
Oh,
So again, that's
death.
those 3 d12s. That is 10 damage.
Okay. I mean, describe how you killed this thing.
Sorry. Oh, why are we trying to keep it alive?
Well, you might have been thinking you were trying to keep it alive, but it just got hit by an enraged barbarian that critted on it. And you can try to convince me that you kept it alive, but it isn't happening.
I do an underarm swing with my great axe, and it cleaves through the shield, splitting one of the dwarves in twain, and then straight up through the body of the dark monkey dragonborn thing.
All right, and it falls dead. And in the afterglow of this battle, Ganthrix can definitely feel. It just feels like you've been through a really hard sparring mission. Aside from the fact that you've taken a lot of damage, so all of these attacks you feel the ones it's taken and the ones that you've taken.
And you've got a pain in your crotch where the axe hit the other guy.
And it's not a pressure. There is a pain where a lot of these attacks have gone on.
I run to grab the crown.
No, that's what Rickard's doing. I typed that in chat before.
We all run to grab the crown.
No,
I
It's a
don't.
race.
Rickard
Skill
says that.
challenge.
All right,
Skill challenge.
somebody picking up the crown.
No, I'm dropping my crossbow, I'm burying my longsword, and dropping my shield, and using it versatile, two-handed, casting divine weapon on it, and doing radiant damage to the ground as I attack.
It shatters.
Excellent.
What would the crown look like again?
It looked kind of
Looks
like it was
shit,
made out
apparently.
of. I mean, if you look at it from far enough away, it looked sort of like a silvery crown. But if you get up close to it, you can tell it's silvered finger bones, basically.
Ew.
That's what it looks
Never
like.
mind then. I was gonna be like, oh no, we could have sold that.
I look at the
I mean, it probably
walls
was still
all
worth
around
money.
and apologize.
But it's gone now.
Say I'm sorry, and then slowly recover my items.
I pick up the axe that I threw at the guy at the beginning of the round.
Gantix, how hurt are you?
I'm up to 26 right now, so
Of
I'm down
26
7,
of.
33.
Oh, so you're not that bad. Is
Yeah,
anyone off like real bad?
I start untying the dwarves from the shield, what pieces are left of them, and I throw the shield across the room, and they start trying to align their bodies, just kind of like try to put them back together peacefully, and then I just walk out of the room.
All right. One thing that is worth noting, as you kind of like cut them out or untie them, or however, as you move them around, you feel it as you move them.
Weird, like on my body.
Like as you grab their, like if you grab one around the waist to lay it down, you feel pressure around your waist.
That's weird.
Okay.
Are you secretly 3 dwarves also?
What's that?
Are you also secretly 3 dwarves?
In a dragon costume?
Without really revealing, like what has happened in my past, I just have very strong ties to dwarves, which you might have known if we've adventured for a while. But I speak Dwarven. I could read it, and obviously that really bothered me that everybody kept attacking the dwarves.
Those are all misses. Those are all misses.
Yeah, I kind of give Garrett a little bit of a glare, but I walk out.
He's gonna put his hood up.
I am so excited to quick not Garrett's dead body.
Oh.
Rickard, make a wisdom roll.
I'd love to. I'm not so good at that though.
-1.
So it's a 16 minus 1, 15.
A thought occurs to you.
Yes.
You realize that you have faced 5 of these things now.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that you are extremely injured.
Yeah.
You realize they have gotten progressively harder.
Uh-huh.
And you remember that the rat was dead.
Yes.
The giant rat was dead and carved up.
Uh-huh.
You also realize that Garrett is the last thing you're going to have to face.
No!
And whatever he may be,
Oh no!
he will be terrible.
Okay.
So, do with that thought what you may.
My friends,
Oh
It's a 20-foot halfling.
Oh no.
this has gotten so challenging as things are going on. I am full of weakness at this moment. I think we might rest before we face whatever lies ahead of us.
That's not what I was waiting to.
Wait, so if we kill Garrett now, will we not have to face his? Is that what I'm gleaning from this?
If anyone wants to make a wisdom roll themselves to think along those lines,
I won't bother. I wouldn't think that way.
I'm doing that. Okay, I got a
I
17.
can't consciously do that.
Yeah,
either.
it's against my oath
No.
of devotion.
I want to think of it, but I'm not gonna do it.
anyone of
Yes,
you,
you want to
all right,
think of
this thought can occur
I got
to
19.
any and all of you if you would wish it to. You guys have seen the evidence already.
No, I wouldn't hurt my
All a
face.
chopped up rat that was
First
chopped up the
totally
same way
ridiculous.
Keurig chopped it up. So you have pretty good inclination that if your version dies, then the mirrored version dies.
If I would sense them thinking that, I'd move to protection of him. I'm low wisdom, so I
Yeah.
don't think I know that. I don't think I can meta that far as him. So I don't, but, I mean, if I knew that, I would move to cast protection over Garrett.
Yeah, and if anyone tried to attack him, there's no way Kurak would stand for that. This
So
is very
none of us
loyal
would
to his
do it
friends.
anyway.
I'm like to stand. I'm like leaning with my sword against the ground, which is still glowing a bit, and like there's still necrotic energy all around me, and I'm not feeling so hot.
I'm definitely slumped over, like on a pew.
I don't want to be in
Yes,
this
and-
awful, terrible, horrible room too.
Yeah, but I don't think our characters would have informed you of that thought. So you don't know that we
Oh no,
would
I'm
consider
still
that.
I'm still like tired, like mentally,
Got it,
because
got
I
it,
casted
got
a
it.
lot of
Yeah.
spells, even
And
though
I
they're
would have thought of
cantrips.
it. I would have thought of it, but I wouldn't have said anything. I would have been watching to see if anybody else makes a move.
All right,
it's
you
not
guys
my
can all roll a perception.
Oh man.
Natural.
16.
I rolled a 2.
11
12.
plus 3, 14.
6.
All right, if you rolled above a 15,
No, that's not me.
Yeah.
you
16.
can hear singing.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad.
Can anybody hear that?
Hear what?
Nobody singing. I hear singing.
What
Does
kind
it
of
sound
singing,
like a
buddy?
male or female voice? Oh, I don't hear it. Never mind. So I can't answer.
Sounds like rap.
It sounds like a male voice
Okay.
singing, and it is definitely coming from back down the hallway that you have passed through.
Back. Huh? Oh, I'll mute my
So, well,
cars.
back through the doorway. If Gantrix is out in the hall, he can definitely hear this because I think you said you'd stepped out into the hallway. It's
Yeah.
coming from one of the passages up ahead. One that looks like, from the position that it's in, it should lead back to the main passage from here, just from where your positioning is. It's further down and to the left, and if most of you are pretty decent with just kind of getting your bearings, and so you could get a pretty good guesstimation that it should head back towards the main passageway.
Get this over with then.
Right, wait, you guys are injured.
Yeah, my friends, I want more than anything for us to endure. Perhaps we should find a defensible place to try to rest.
Well, there's only one entrance into this place.
I really hate this place. Does it have to be here?
I mean, we can go
How did the
further
murder
back.
If we do stay here, please stay away from the walls.
I do not know if we have an hour to wait, though.
I need
So,
4. Or I'm going to be necrotic dead.
What?
I mean, I need an extended rest to not have necrotic damage. Otherwise, I'm at 10 HP.
To restore
for the
your
next fight.
HP all the way back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Otherwise, I'm going to be going into the last fight with 10 HP. But that's fine. I can die, but just making that known. It's what our characters
Well,
would do.
I will go with what the group does.
Just for fun, I'll do Divine Sense and try to see if I can sense Iman's will at all. Am I saying that name wrong? No? I started saying it.
Nope. I don't know.
Ilmater. If I try to sense if I can sense any Ilmater's will or presence or consecration or desecration around me within 60 feet.
Yeah. There's plenty of desecration in this room. This is not a good place that you are in right now. Particularly with fresh bodies on the ground and having had a wraith here, it would be a dangerous place to stay.
Okay. I would know from my character knowledge that the throne room of Ingward is a terrible and dangerous place to stay anyways.
Yeah.
But there's been no good place, right? We've just been slaughtering ourselves.
We can proceed.
Yeah.
It's just we should be aware of our options. But if we need to proceed, we can proceed.
Let's proceed.
Garrett's gonna hand Rickard a healing potion.
The thing is, it doesn't do much good on me. I don't have much HP to restore. My max is 10 with this magic on me. So it's best used elsewhere. I'll just
Was
die.
it a curse?
So proceed.
That brought your HP so low?
Yeah, it was by my dark past.
It was technically a drain. It was a life drain attack.
And we
Because I have
could,
removed curse. So I don't know if that would... bring it.
See, I have something that removes
You
status
own that?
ailments. Too. I have lesser restoration, but I don't know that.
Restoration would work.
He said I'd have to take restoration. Would restoration work? It's a level 2 spell, Mr. Bash. I can read you the
Oh,
text. if you
sure.
want.
Why not? Let's move this thing along.
Okay.
If it's
Cast
that
restoration
or
on
have you
myself.
guys sit around resting, let's go for it.
Okay. Restore yourself and let's move on.
Okay, I'm out of healing for me. I could do a hit die. I'll do a hit die, but I'm here to my first.
Oh, I'm giving
should
you
we
the
take a-
health potion.
I mean, we could take like an hour to maybe, short rest. That would make more sense. But I don't know with the singing. I don't know if that would be.
Yeah, maybe we should. I don't want to be here.
Let's just go then.
You notice Kurag's looking very tired, but he's pressing on
Restore 6 hit points of my hit die.
because I've got 1 level of exhaustion.
You get an extra d6, Sam.
I get an extra d6. Cool.
Yep.
Do I have to roll that d6?
Yep. Because I sing a song of rest.
That was 2, so I gained. I think I'm at 18 total.
All right. So you proceed on.
Let's do it.
Yes.
All right. So as you head up, you were right. It seems that this kind of does head back towards the main passageway. And it is a very long hallway that you reach when you head around the corner. And the singing is definitely coming from down this way somewhere. And you can pass down the hallway. The hallway is about 40 feet, and then it looks like it's going to open up into a much larger room.
Okay.
Is there anything in the large room that would be of notice? Worthy of attention?
Yeah, so as you kind of come in, it's a massive room. You don't know if it is back at the main passage, and it has and there's been some sort of change in it or something, but it is very wide, and you can't see the ceiling in here. It is so high. There's nothing, I would say, of note in the room that you can see. And there is quite obvious singing happening.
Is it coming from this room?
It's coming from within the room. It seems to reverberate all around this room.
What song is it?
What song is it, John?
It's probably.
Push It by Salt and Pepper.
I don't know what. I'll let you decide whatever it is. That's
Okay.
fine.
The song is The Salty Winch.
I don't know what that means.
It's
Oh,
a
it's
song.
just a
It's just a drinking song.
Is it
But
the bear
again,
and the
it's
maiden?
in this environment, in this echoey chamber, it's very morose sounding.
So, John, you're going to sing that for us, or what?
No, I don't know what the
Oh, I
words
take
are.
an ale, and then I take one more, and then I'll take a wench, and then I'll take a whore.
Is that what that song is?
I don't know.
So you guys, like I said, this room is fairly massive. You can't see the ceiling. You can't see the wall, like where it ends past this doorway. You can't see the other side of the room, basically, wherever that may be.
Someone has light spells though.
Yeah, I'll light another crossbolt and shoot it into the darkness.
Okay, you do so. It goes about 120 feet out, and you see, sitting on what looks to be like a giant rock, there is a halfling. It is,
Oh, you just
Goodbye,
lost
There goes
Ariel.
Ariel. Bye,
Hail
Ariel.
surprise.
and it kills Ariel in one fell swoop.
No!
So there is what seems to be a halfling-sized person. Its back is to you, and it's sitting on this giant rock, and it's just kind of singing a song. It is unclothed, which I guess is of note.
Unclothed.
Yes,
Say. Like,
and as a nude, and it is it's got long matted hair.
If I know
How
the
far-
song, here, you go first.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
I was just gonna play the lute along with it.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yay.
What you've missed so far is a crossbow bolt with light on it was fired into this giant room, and you guys can now see that there is what looks to be a nude halfling with long matted hair, sitting on a large rock in the middle of the room, and it's singing,
Okay.
and its back is to you.
I arm my crossbow.
I'm playing the lute along with it.
As soon as it hears the music, it turns to you, and when you look at it, it takes you a moment to realize that it doesn't have any eyes. And it looks in your direction. Its head kind of starts to turn on its neck, and it turns way farther than it should until its head is completely upside down, and 8 eyes open from its neck, and the rock that it was sitting on spreads its legs and stands up with 8 legs.
Shit.
And this thing that is part halfling, part giant spider,
Run away.
turns in your direction, and begins singing again.
Is its face also painted like a clown?
How dark is it in the room?
You can see this thing because of the light that was cast in the middle of the room, but there's no other sources of light besides the one you guys are bringing in here.
Okay. So I'll start lighting like all of my torches, and I just start flinging it all over the room.
Okay.
Trying light
You guys are
sources
going to need
everywhere.
to roll initiative. You
Alright,
guys
we're gonna get out
about.
of that.
You guys are 100 feet from this thing,
10.
13.
and it critted on its initiative.
I'm gonna die.
I got a
11.
3.
Nice. This is the big one, guys.
We're all gonna die.
So
I wanted to
we're
try
hearing,
something,
like,
but I don't think it'll work.
Final Fantasy Sephiroth music.
Sephiroth. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I wanted to try something,
Oh,
but
man.
it seems like this is very combat oriented.
Are you going to throw a flight at see if you could distract
Hey,
it?
we will support anything you try.
I was gonna give it the loot.
Try.
How it is kind of 100
Maybe a
feet
bit
away.
late for that now.
I know.
Also known as you can try, but you will fail.
Yeah.
He's
All right,
kind of
so you
turned
guys all roll.
into a
All right.
spider.
Awesome. So let me write this out. Oh.
I kind of started thinking maybe we should have killed Garrett.
What's
Wow.
funny though is that like Garrett has no idea what we're talking about, but
Yeah.
we were all thinking it.
Neither does Rickard. He's surprised at those words.
And man, there's a lot of initiative going on here. Okay.
Spider.
So
Everyone else.
first up is this thing. It pulls a longbow from its back, and it takes aim at.
Ganthrix.
Takes aim at Vistra.
Oh no.
So I want somebody to shoot an arrow at him. Wasn't sure.
That's not
Yes,
terrible. That's a 15 versus AC.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Takes another shot. This time at Ganthrix. And that's a 24 versus AC.
Go on,
That
do it.
misses.
Catch
That
the
misses
sucker.
also.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. It hits.
Catch it.
That is going to be 9 piercing damage, plus 4 poison damage.
Okay, so I automatically get to roll a d10 plus 8. Um, I roll, it's going to be 14. 6 plus 8. So you said 9 plus what?
That was 9 plus 4.
So 13 damage?
Mm-hmm.
So when I roll higher than the damage, I actually catch the missile.
Sweet.
And if I spend a key point, I can throw it back at the target that's shot me. But my question to you is, it's a ranged attack. It's like a ranged monk attack.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be?
Give you a distance.
Yeah. Is 100 feet kind of a ridiculous amount of distance?
Yeah. I mean that's longbow distance.
Okay. So then I'll just snap the arrow in my hand and let it drop to the ground as I stare at it fiercely.
Okay. It's going to take another attack. This time at Kureg. And does not look like it's doing anything because that is an 11 to hit. All right, that is its
I also
turn.
catch it.
I try to catch it. It goes through my hand.
That is its turn. So on second initiative, a giant spider drops from the ceilings above you.
Gotcha.
Wait,
No.
other than?
Uh-huh. This thing is
Oh
just
my
looks
God.
like a spider. It does not have a halfling attached to it. It is a massive spider. It has apparently been climbing on the ceilings in here, and it has dropped down on right next to. Oh, let's just roll a dice for this because that would be fun. It drops next to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Congratulations, Selixian. You have a spider next to you.
That's not cool, man.
And it is going to try to bite you.
I don't let it.
Okay. Let's find out. 20 versus AC. And it does 10 piercing damage. And you must
10?
make 10 piercing damage. And you must make a Constitution saving throw.
I fail.
You take an additional 9 poison damage.
Excellent. Is it my turn now?
Let's see. Is it your turn now?
I think it is.
Yes, it is. You would be next.
All right, I will grant bardic inspiration to Garrett in his time of need. Inspiration! And then I will attempt to blind the spider that is next to me. I was saying, she blinded me with science! And it must make a Constitution saving throw
Okay.
I look at Rickard and go, "What's science?"
with 15.
It's like magic.
It does not make the saving throw.
It is blind,
Nice.
which means it grants advantage to all attacks and has disadvantage on all its attacks, and it can make a saving throw on each of its turn.
I would like to point out that the spider has blind sight within 10 feet. So within melee range, it will not be taking those.
That spider's a dick.
Yeah, spiders suck. Sorry, man.
And I don't do. Would I know that it has blind sight?
Sure. You're a fairly hardy adventurer. You've surely fought a spider before.
All right. Since I know that it has blind sight, I will not move away from it and trigger an attack of opportunity.
All right. Then on let's see,
Rickard?
that was 18. On 14,
Another spider?
you hear more scurrying above you,
Fuck off.
and a web is shot down towards Rickard. This is the wrong die.
Come at me,
Sorry
bro.
about my spiders. Not great. This is 11 versus AC.
Miss. Get out of here.
Okay. So yeah, the web doesn't do anything to you,
Cool.
and that's going to be that thing's turn. You guys can see it now. There's another spider about 30 feet up on the wall, kind of beside where you guys came in, and it
We
is
didn't
just kind of
take a
standing
short
on the
rest,
wall.
right?
What's up?
We didn't take a short rest.
No.
You did. You did take a short rest.
Yes.
'Cause that's like,
We did.
Yeah. You didn't take an extended, but you took a short
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. That's awesome.
while Ganthrix was piling up dwarf bodies.
Rickard?
Rickard.
Rickard.
Okay.
Mhm.
I mentioned that I had loaded a crossbow, so we'll unload that crossbow on the spider that's meleeing. Well, actually, attacking in a melee is a penalty, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So how about the one that cast the web on me? Would that be acceptable?
Garrett.
Shoot at it. See what happens.
It's going to be 19
You
versus
generate
AC.
5 more spiders.
What's up?
19 versus AC.
That hits.
If it's within close range, so that's 30 feet. I think you said it's 30 feet.
Yeah, it is within 30 feet of you.
Okay, I'll roll that. Just like 4 damage is all. That was not good.
Okay.
No, actually, I think 5. 5 damage because it's plus 4.
Okay.
I drop the crossbow, and I probably don't know that I can ready my sword and shield for next round, can I? Probably not.
It's not a real action to ready weapons.
I can at least get my shield out and move within melee of the spider and Mike, so I can.
I'm
protect
willing to give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. You can get your weapons out. You're going to need them.
it. Great. Okay, sword and shield out. I'm within 5 feet of Mike McGinnis and the spider.
Okay.
Done.
Now it is Garrett's turn. Welcome to your personal hell, Garrett.
Thanks a lot, Garrett. We're all gonna die because of you.
Why'd you have to think of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
I'm gonna take my full 50 feet movement. I still have my loot
Away.
out, and I want to roll performance
Okay.
towards the giant shadow me with a. Sorry, hold on. I got the math. 23 performance. I'm gonna just play. I'm playing my loot towards it.
All right. It begins swaying back and forth, and it's singing along with the tune that you're playing.
What are you playing?
Just I'm strumming like some. Oh. So when I was a little halfling, my father used to play the same lute, and I'm going to play what he used to play.
My girl.
It's a few nice chords, very lullaby-ish. And
Play
that's my
Zelda's
turn.
lullaby.
All right. Next up is Ganthrix.
Rockabye Garrett.
So real quick, I just wanted to mention that I didn't realize we took a short rest. I thought we were just going straight through. So can I retcon healing myself with my hit dice if we take a
that's
short
fine.
rest?
That's
Okay.
fine.
So I'll use 3 hit dice to go to full, so I'm at full life.
You get
Okay.
a plus a d6, FYI.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I don't think we'll need hit dice. We'll either die or win. So, all right. So with that being said, I'll go straight to the spider. That's next to Snelixian, and I will do 2 short sword attacks and 1 unarmed strike.
Okay.
18 versus armor class.
Hits.
22 versus armor class. And 8 versus armor class.
Does not hit.
7 damage.
Okay.
And 9 damage.
Cool.
Very nice.
That was pretty brutal. It's not looking great for that spider.
Okay.
Nice.
I am done.
And it is Kurag's turn.
So the big shadow Garrett is like 100 feet away, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
I will double move towards him.
Okay.
So 80 feet. And then I will go into Rage and Frenzy for its turn.
Okay.
And on top.
It doesn't seem
That's
to even
what
really
last
track
range.
you when you come towards it. It's still just kind of swaying. Vistra. Ariel, that would be you.
Is she
She's a
frozen?
I think
mustache.
she's frozen.
She might be frozen, yeah.
Yeah.
She might be sleeping.
With her eyes open.
Just did that
A little
poster.
creepy like. Boop boop.
So this is this is the moment when we asked ourselves, what
Oh,
would
there
we
she
do? There she
Can you hear
is.
us?
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, there you are.
Hi. Nope. Oh, wait, it was the other one.
Eric.
It's your
Yeah,
turn.
I just decided to use my phone.
Okay, so what does Vistra do at
My
this
turn?
point?
I don't think her phone's any better.
Yeah, this phone isn't working too great.
We summon Beth.
We'll come back to her.
We summoned Beth. Beth, play the character. Go.
So,
Are you still there?
Harold, it's really hard to hear you.
okay,
That's
Type in
better.
chat.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a
No.
little better.
Yeah.
I was joking.
Yeah, I phone on my headphones that
Okay.
don't work.
That's good.
Okay,
That's
All
better.
right.
just tell us what you're doing, because we're probably going to lose audio on you pretty soon.
What do I do?
Attack
So-
the spider.
Close to one of the spiders.
Yeah, the one that Ganthrix hit. It's the one that's right next to Selexian is within reach.
Hit that with my warhammer.
Okay.
You get an advantage.
I got a nat 1.
You get advantage.
Roll again.
Okay, good. I rolled a 3. I need to die.
All right, that does not do anything to it.
Thanks, Aludra.
Thanks. Oh, say coming from you. All right.
What?
All right.
I've been hitting.
I'm gonna work on my
Of
laptop.
the round. So the massive spider halfling thing is still swaying, and it begins moving towards the sound of the music that's played, and it walks right up to Garrett. And that's its move. It double moves to get like right next to him. And now it is the busted up spider's turn. And it will attempt...
blind one?
Yeah, the blind one. It will attempt to bite Selexian.
It has disadvantage.
I mean, it's got blind sight, so...
Yeah,
Does it?
But it's my
That's true.
protection thing.
within 10 feet.
Oh, yeah.
I do
but
have
it
the
does,
protection
You do have
skill.
the protection thing, so...
I
Fair
don't think that technically matters.
Alright. It crit fails on one of those dice.
Excellent news.
Does not manage to bite. And so
It
it...
can make it save.
Oh, yeah, it's going to save it. Try to save against that blind business. Is that just a straight... What kind of save is that?
Constitution.
Okay. Well, it gets into 12.
That fails.
Alright, Selexian, your turn again.
I am going to grant inspiration to Keurig,
Cool.
so he can add a D8 to something, and then I will smack the spider that is blind with my warhammer for a 19.
That hits.
10 plus 2 is 6 damages.
Spider guts go everywhere.
Oh.
Nice.
I have killed a spider.
I lick my lips.
Garrett, your music falters a bit as you feel like you've been pushed from behind.
Oh.
You're made of
But-
spiders.
You're still trying your best to keep this performance going. You rolled really well on your performance, so it's not noticeable to anyone that's not a trained entertainer. So Selexian's like, dude, you fucked that song up.
Though he doesn't even know it.
Yeah. All right, so other spider, wall spider's turn. He's gonna first try to recharge his web. He does, and he's gonna fire that web at Selexian, since he just killed a spider bro. And that is 23 versus AC.
I get web.
All right. So you are restrained by webbing. On your turn as an action, you can make a DC 12 strength check, bust out of the web, or if somebody attacks the web, it can be destroyed. But otherwise, your turn basically next time is going to be trying to unweb yourself.
Okay.
Well, I might have some spells that I can do, but we'll see about that.
Okay.
Did you use disadvantage on that attack? Some within 5 of them.
Is that on all attacks?
I guess I probably only have one reaction in between my turn
Is that?
and my turn.
I mean, is that
Yeah,
a
I
melee
think
attack?
so.
Yeah, I think I only have
No,
one
yeah.
reaction.
I think it's one
movement.
reaction.
So my action movement was spent, so that doesn't count. Never mind.
All right, good to know. Now it's Rickard's turn.
Excellent. I was within 5 feet of this dude and protecting a friend's is a principal mission of mine. So I'll just melee the web.
Okay.
Do I roll or do I take
Melee
that?
the web.
Do you want me to attack it?
No, you'll have to attack it.
Okay.
Don't crit fail.
It's going to be 25 versus AC.
No, you hit that thing.
Nice. I have one more level 1 spell slot and
How
one
much
more level
damage
2.
do you do? That's important. This thing actually does have hit points.
Oh, it does
the
have
web.
hit points. I'm so sorry. Okay.
What type of damage is that, by the way? The
I
slashing?
think slashing. It's a longsword without
Okay.
any magic.
Just making sure we're not talking bludgeoning here.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't define this weapon yet. So that would be 11.
Okay. Yeah, you slice open the web
Cool.
and manage not to cut off any important bits of Silixian in the process.
I take 30 movements towards Garrett, and I cast as a bonus action my last level 1 spell, so I can't do this again, for the zone of protection thing on Garrett. So anything that were to attack him would have to first succeed at a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
DC of, I think, 13.
Okay.
Okay. Am I within 5 of Garrett? Probably not. Well, maybe.
No, you're not. He moved 50. You just moved 30.
Okay,
so
20 feet
you're
away.
20 away.
Good to know.
Garrett, your turn.
I'm going to roll another performance. Is that alright?
Yep.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Plus 5. 25.
This song
I'm going
is
to
sounding
switch
so
the
tight.
songs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play the song that my sister really loves. And it's about, like, our home in the performing troupe.
This thing is it changes up its swaying in tune with the new song that you switch over to, and it is singing along in a kind of a lilting la 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 type of fashion, not like any actual words.
He's
just,
also singing.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah.
Anthrax.
The wall spider.
Mm-hmm.
How far is it?
30 feet. Up the wall.
And up the wall. How
Yes.
far from me, as far as on the floor, is the wall?
If you were, I mean, you guys just entered into this place, so like
So
you're
straight
next to the
above us,
wall.
kind
It's
of.
basically straight up above you.
Okay. Now, with possibly like an acrobatics check, can I do like one of those Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragons, run up the wall and like kick it?
I don't think you're getting 30 feet up a wall, bud.
Okay, if I would use a
So
key
now
point
there's
to
shit.
step of the wind, then I would.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Like, I'm all for action. I'm all for action, action scenes and everything like that. But going 30 feet straight up is, I think, a little bit out of your ability range.
Okay. What do you think would be within range? 20 feet? I'm just asking.
How high can you jump up that wall?
Yeah. With like a decent athletics or acrobatics check? I mean, I could probably
15.
jump 10 feet, right? 15?
15. I'll give you 15.
So I want to see if I could do something. So Fangs of the Fire Snake is a move that I have with my elemental attunement path. I could spend a key point and add 10 feet to my unarmed strikes and make it fire damage. If I were to have a successful athletics or acrobatics check and do this key, would I be able to hit it with my unarmed strikes?
No, because that would only be 25 feet.
Okay.
Where's your darts, bro?
Can Kurag throw me? I'm
He's
just
not there.
There's a lot of rolls involved in that, and he's not there.
all right, so then I'll just throw my dart, which I know is a 20-foot range. So then if I jump up 35 feet, right? 15 feet
Jump
plus
throw.
jump throw, yeah.
Okay.
So this is just a +6 on attack for the dart. Do I need to do an athletics first?
Are you
15
spending a key point on this thing? No? Then yeah, you're going to have to do an athletics to kind of jump up the wall
Okay.
And throw this thing to get in range.
So my athletics is +5. Unfortunately, it's an 8, so 8
Okay.
altogether.
The walls, now that you're actually kind of trying to interact with them in any way, shape, or form, there's a lot of webbing all around the walls and stuff like that. So it's stickier than you would anticipate it. So you kind of, you try to like press off of it and get up. You just it kind of holds you back, and you just kind of fall back down to the ground.
Okay. So the dart, when you take the second range, it's disadvantage, correct?
Right.
Okay. So let me try throwing a dart with disadvantage. 14 and 2. So I missed with my dart. All right, I'm done.
Okay. Dart pings onto the wall and gets stuck there. It is Kurag's turn.
Okay, so I'm like 20 feet from the big guy now, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay, so I will run up to it and wail on it with my axe.
Okay.
So first attack is shit. That's 16.
Does not hit.
No, the bonus attack is another 16,
Does not hit.
and my extra attack is 17.
Does not hit. This thing is swaying to the music of Garrett, and it just it seems like it's almost dancing in place. And every swipe that you've taken at it, it doesn't look like it's even intentionally trying to move away from you. It just so naturally and fluidly just kind of sweeps away out of the path of your axe, almost
I need to get in the
absent-mindedly.
rhythm, so I start tapping my foot to try and get in the same rhythm.
All right, Vistra,
And
it's
my
your
go's
turn.
done.
Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what happens.
Okay, so there is a dead spider splattered
Uh-huh.
on the ground. There is a spider 30 feet up the wall that shot a web at Selixian that he's been cut out of now. There is a massive halfling spider mix thing that is singing along to the music that Garrett is playing on his lute. And that's kind of where we're at.
Evil Garrett is part spider. Okay. Okay, how easily does the other spider die?
What do you guys think? How easily did the other spider die?
Relatively easily.
How easy is it to push a piece of string?
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the one that's on the wall.
Okay.
It has to pass a Dexterity saving throw of 13.
It does. By 1. That was close.
Darn. Let me see if I have anything else. Okay, yeah, I'll just move towards, I guess I'll move towards Evil Garrett.
Okay.
You guys keep saying evil.
You can get
He's
within
not.
20 feet of it.
You guys keep saying evil.
Maybe this is a nice
Where's
one.
the spider?
I could divine sense it. Let's see.
All right. So now it is top of the round. All right. This massive halfling spider thing is over Garrett, swaying, and it's really kind of sickening to watch because its entire body is supported by these 8 legs that come out of its bulbous hindquarters, and the entirety of the halfling part of the body just hangs there sickeningly in front of it, just kind of swaying in the motion of this. It raises up its longsword to the music and does succeed on a wisdom saving throw to attack Garrett. In tune with the lute, it swings down with its longsword. And that is a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to take 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
It is not, even though the music stops, it does not stop singing. It continues through its motion and brings the sword around again. That one will likely miss. That's an 11 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
This time you're ready for it, so you just kind of catch it with your own sword, we'll say. Just kind of back away a bit. And then it lunges forward with its teeth bared to attempt to bite you. And it is a 25 versus AC.
Yep.
You are bit by a giant halfling spider mix thing. It does 8. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Don't want to get you scared yet. It does 3 piercing damage. And it also does... Get the right dice. It also does an additional 7 poison damage.
I'm done at 10.
And that is its turn.
Rickard?
No, it is whatever his name is. I can't remember because I was in a.
Just call me Steve.
That's it. That's
Mike
it. That's the one.
McGinnis.
It's Elixian's turn.
All right.
There you go.
I am going to attempt to aid Garrett on his performance roll by accompanying him on my golden lyre. And I will roll a performance check.
Okay.
And as a bonus action as well, I will grant a bardic inspiration to... I forget who doesn't have one. Rickard, I don't think, has one. So I will roll a performance of 25 to aid Garrett.
Okay.
Being him.
You guys are. Well, I mean, his music is kind of faltered by the fact that he just got bit and stabbed.
Okay, well, I'll try and pick up where he left off then.
It almost was. It was almost unnoticeable how well you picked up and playing. I assume you're playing. Are you playing your lute, or are you playing this golden lyre that you found, or
the golden lyre that I found?
Okay. So the tone changes and reverberates throughout this enormous room, and the massive spider thing continues to rock in place to the music, and it has not stopped singing. The spider on the wall will attempt to recharge its web, and it will. It will fire that web at Gantrix. That's a 17 versus AC.
That's going to be a hit.
Okay. You are restrained. So
Quick question. Is that a ranged missile attack?
it is. Well, let me see if it's a ranged missile attack. Let me see. I think it... Pull it back up. It is ranged weapon attack.
Since it doesn't do damage, then technically my deflect missiles wouldn't work.
No, yeah, it
Because
doesn't
I
do
would
any
like
damage.
deflect it and it'll still hit me.
Yeah, it's still gonna hit
No.
you, and you're webbed up. So on your next turn, you can, if somebody doesn't cut you free between here and there, you can just do a DC check. If you beat a 12, you can bust out of that thing.
Okay.
Aw.
Let's
Again,
see.
this is filter.
Rickard, it's your turn.
20 feet away from Garrett. So I can close the difference, be within 5 feet of him for protection, and then attack main enemy.
Yep.
I'll do so. You don't want me to? Yeah,
No,
I think I'm
don't.
RPing Rickard, and that's what he would do. You can articulate that you don't want him to do that if you want to, when you can like take action.
Yeah.
But that's just what Rickard would do.
Okay.
So 16 versus AC was my best of my 2 attacks.
It does not hit.
And I rolled 2 attacks. The other one was a lot worse than that because I get my 2 attacks. Okay. So that's probably it. I'm out of level 1 spells.
Okay.
You can add a D8, Rickard, with my inspiration.
Should I add a
Well, yeah,
D8
to
16?
declare the inspiration before you roll.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it has to be before you resolve it.
Okay. That's it.
All right, Garrett, your turn.
Am I getting anywhere? I just want to know.
You seem to have a dancing spider you standing in front of you, but you also know you were playing as damn well as you possibly could on that thing, and it still chopped at you and tried to take a chunk out of you. So take that for what it will.
I think he would keep playing. I'm not going to stop. So I'm going to roll one more performance with a unnatural 20.
Okay.
But to kind of keep playing and like hold the loot out for it.
Okay. So it sounds pretty damn sweet in here, by the way, guys, because you got 2 trained performers playing this song.
Oh, do I still have a D? Oh no, I already. Sorry.
Did you use it already?
No, I don't think I did, but I have to say it before I do
Yeah,
it.
we've kind of resolved this already.
Yeah.
You guys need to start calling those ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing is definitely into the music. It's singing along louder now than it has been before, trying to keep its voice up over both of the instruments that are being played. Man, you guys should have sawn off that other thing's arm. You guys could have 3 instruments going on. All right, it is...
So it
Gamtrix's
doesn't take
turn.
the loot?
It's not its turn. It's
Oh.
Gamtrix's turn.
So I am like restrained unless I do an attack or like
You
an
have
athletics.
to do a strength check to
Oh,
break out of this thing, and it's going to
really?
be an action, so it's going to be your action on this turn.
Damn it! All right. Can I like use one of the torches as like fire and like try to burn all the webs?
You are restrained to the point where you can't move
Okay.
to manipulate.
All right. So strength check. I get a plus
Okay. Got to be to 12.
19 plus 5.
That web goes everywhere. You are free of the web.
Excellent. So I could have a move though, right? Because it's just
Yes,
my
you can
action.
move.
Okay.
Or if you have any bonus actions.
How far is
50
the singing
50
going
feet.
on? Okay. So I will sprint 40 feet, just my regular movement.
Okay. All right. Vistra, your turn. No, wait, Craig. Sorry.
Right, okay. Okay, well, I'm going to use the skill that I keep forgetting that I can use, which is Reckless Attack, which means my first attack this turn has advantage, but the spider thing will get advantage against me on his attack if he chooses to attack. So I'll take 19, so that is 26.
That hits.
And that is 10 damage.
Okay.
And my bonus attack, that is a 2, so that misses. And my extra attack is 26.
Hits.
And I'm going to use my bardic inspiration for this damage. So I need a D8. That was 1. Awesome. And the other damage. So 16 damage total on that one.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right. Vistra, your turn.
Okay, so you said I was like 20 feet away from Evil Garrett?
Yeah, did you move towards him already?
Last turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you'd be 20 feet back.
Okay, so I'm going to step forward 10 feet, so I'm 10 feet away from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians, and that makes a bunch of angelic spirits start flying around me, 15 feet around me. And so all my buddies are not affected. All the spiders and Evil Garrett are affected. And so their speed are halved if they get into the area. And I don't think it'll happen now because he didn't enter into it and his turn hasn't started yet. But when Evil Garrett's turn starts, he'll have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Or what?
So there's no damage right now, and I just cast it. It's already there.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, it's going to be Evil Garrett's turn now.
Okay.
So
he has to do wisdom and beat 13.
Okay. He does not.
Great, that means he gets 3d8 damage and not half damage. That's 6, 8, and 5. Yes!
So 19?
Yeah. No. 19.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, on this thing's turn, it is going to look at the loot that is being offered to it, and it is going to raise its sword, and it is going to try to chop down through the loot into Garrett.
Disadvantage.
And that is an 18 versus armor class.
Disadvantage.
Oh, that's right. That is a 14 versus armor class.
Ties.
Okay, so it hits. You take 6 slashing damage,
Mm-hmm.
and the loot is shattered.
Okay.
It whirls the sword around behind itself to attack the barbarian behind it.
You've got advantage on this
Advantage on that, right? That is an 18.
That hits.
Okay. You will take... Oh, finally. 11 slashing damage. And in a whirlwind motion, it spins the longsword back up above its head, and with both hands tries to bring it down on Garrett again. So this is a two-handed attack. Oh, well, you're a lucky boy. 9 versus AC.
No, but I will tell you that I have 4 hit points left.
Okay, so that is the spider thing's turn. Silixian's turn.
Alright, so at this point, I can see that the performance seems to be having little to no effect, so I will give inspiration to my last inspiration, I think, to Vistra. So she can add the D8 to something, and then I will attempt to cast Fairy Fire on Eva Garrett for an action, and it must make a Dex save of 15.
It does not.
So it will grant advantage to all attack rolls until the end of my spell, which is 1 minute.
So that's like 10 times.
Or until my concentration breaks.
Okay. And the spider on the wall, seeing a freed dragonborn. Oh wait, you made a move though, didn't you?
You made
That
a
is
40
correct.
foot.
Yeah, I
speed
moved
dash.
40.
All right. Who's still there? Celexian, you're still the one standing there, aren't you?
Mike.
Mike's the only one that hasn't moved, right?
He's typing something.
I haven't moved, I don't think, yet.
Okay, so you're the only one still in range of the spider.
Bring it on.
So first he's going to try to recharge his web, because I better make sure that can happen. He doesn't. So he jumps down from the wall, lands right next to you, and attempts to bite you. That is 22 versus AC, which I assume hits.
Yep.
You take 6 piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution save.
13.
Okay, you beat it, so you only take 5 points of poison damage.
5 additional points?
Yeah, 5 additional points.
Okay.
You take the 6 piercing and then 5 poison.
Yep.
That's its turn. Rickard.
Yes. I'm not muted, am I? Double
Nope.
melee attack against evil dude. I'm going to add my d8, declare it beforehand, to the first attack.
Okay.
You also
get
have
on
advantage.
I have advantage?
Yep. Because he's got this fairy fire thing going on.
Oh, nice.
Maybe I should add it. No, I already rolled it. Okay. Quite certain that
Oh, I
hits.
have to make a... Hold on. I have to make a con saving throw to keep advantage on concentration. But I got a 15, so I assume that works. So. Carry on.
My wayward son. Alright, so that should be like 27-ish versus AC. That's about as good as I can roll.
Yeah. it
Carry
hits.
on my wayward
Nice.
son.
I'll roll the second attack before I resolve damage. Not likely. Does he still have advantage for both? Do I get to reroll that? Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Maybe.
Sorry, you get advantage on all attacks.
Nope. So it's only going to hit with the first one, likely. I think it was a total of 15 versus AC on the best of my roll of my second attack.
Did not hit.
Okay. So roll damage on the first one. That would be 9 damages.
Okay.
And I'll stay within 5 feet of Garrett, and that'll be it.
All right. Ganthrix. No, Garrett. Sorry. Garrett.
Personally, I don't know what to do. Because I don't think that... I don't want to... I'm just going to light him on fire. Because he broke my favorite loot. I was trying to be nice. So...
I like how being nice is letting your friends die, so another version of yourself can live.
19.
Sorry, what's that?
19.
That hits.
Cool. 17 fire damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Ganthrix.
All right. So we have advantage against the main guy, right? So I want to attack the main guy. I will get into melee range with the main guy, and I will do 2 short sword and 1 unarmed strike, flurry, and let's see, first attack, 3, so that's miss. So second part of first attack, another 3, so first attack is gone. Second attack, 18, so that's a hit. So 18 plus 6.
Okay,
Second
yeah,
attack on that one. Okay, so that's 1 attack hits. Now my last 2 rolls for my last attack. 17 plus 6, so 23. So 2 should hit.
Yep.
All right, so these will do nice 9 points and 6 points, 15 damage.
Okay.
And so, you know, Adam, I apologize, but I realized something about Stunning Strike. You need to roll a Constitution saving throw. Or be stunned. So you can actually not be stunned. And I didn't realize this before, so
Oh,
I'm going to
yeah,
use
that was
my
on the
Stunning
last one.
Strike.
Yeah.
What's that?
That was on the last one. We could have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do my stunning strike now. So you get to roll a Constitution saving throw.
All right. It's a 20.
Okay. So that's it for me, and I am done.
All right. Kurug's turn.
Okay. Do I have advantage? Did someone
Yep.
do something? Okay.
Yes, you have advantage, and you also have a D8 to add to attack or damage.
Oh, I used that
Did you?
on my last go. Yeah, I used
Okay.
it for damage. Okay, so the first attack is a 21.
That hits.
10 damage.
Okay.
Bonus attack is 11, so that's a miss. And the extra attack is a crit. So that is 3d12. So that's 6, 5, and 1. So 12 plus 4, so 16.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm raging, so I get plus 2 damage on that. So it's actually 18.
Got it. Okay.
And I'm
Vistra.
Okay. So I am going to step closer to Evil Garrett and
Mm-hmm.
attack him with my Warhammer.
Okay.
So first one is an 8, but advantage means 13 plus 4 is 17.
Does not hit.
And that D8 can be applied to anything.
Oh, yeah,
Mike?
it can be.
Yes.
Technically, you're supposed to declare that, but it's supposed to declare it before you resolve, so you could have added it on before I told you it didn't hit. So you were trying to say that, I just interrupted you. So you can go ahead and add it.
There was a 1.
Oh,
Oh,
still
no.
doesn't hit then.
Okay, I tried. At least my spirit thingies are still going around.
All right. So how long does that last, your spirit thingy?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay, jeez, that thing is going to be there for a while.
But I have to keep concentration, so if you hit me and I miss, I think it's, what is it?
But we'll worry
Constitution.
about it if I hit you.
Yeah.
So it's going to start its turn, still in this spinning void of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's got to make a, what was it, a Constitution save? Wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 16.
So you beat it, but I still do half damage. So
Okay.
8, 2, 10, 12, 6 damage.
Okay. Alright, so on this thing's turn, it again lifts its sword with both hands above its head, and it tries to bring it down on Garrett. First attack is a 9 versus AC, so it doesn't hit. Tries it again. Whew, crit 1. And when its last attack on him is a 20.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a 22. So that is going to do 11 slashing damage. Oh, I'm sorry. 14 slashing damage, two-handed hit.
I'm at negative 10.
Okay.
You are down.
You can't go below 0, so you're at 0.
Yeah, it's 0.
Okay. Gotta go down.
And it
that's
is...
actually you're doing. I forgot I've got resistance to slashing damage while I'm raging, so when you hit me last time, that was half damage.
It's Silixian's turn.
Excellent news. What can I do? All right, I will attempt to cast Vicious Mockery on it and say, spiders are gross. And he must make a Wisdom saving throw of 15 or better.
It does not.
Alright, he takes 2d4. Oh, my d4s are run away. There we go. 7 psychic damage. And had disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay. He's super bothered by this. It bugs him significantly.
I'm
No
almost
pun
bothered by
intended.
that.
Pardon the pun.
Garbage can. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how this works.
You just die.
No. Well, I mean, his hit points aren't below 0. But he's also transferring some of this damage onto our boy Garrett that's on the ground here.
Well, he's already at 0, so he can't take any more, can he?
Yeah.
No, I can go negative.
You to 0 hit points.
If I go half of
You
negative,
die
I
if-
think I die.
Yeah. So if you take an attack, you... Okay.
You would
this
need
is a
17.
damage at 0 hit points. When you take damage while at 0 hit points, you suffer a death saving throw failure. So if the
three.
damage is from a critical hit, you suffer 2 failures. Okay, so you have a death saving throw failure.
Okay.
Should have probably read about that ahead of time, but it is what it is. Okay. Next up is Vistra.
Okay, I'm gonna try hitting him again. Hopefully, I roll better. I got a 17 plus. Oh my god, what's my plus? 4 is 21 against AC.
Hits.
Oh my god, what's my damage? Oh no, I never used this.
Hey, real quick, who just went right before Ariel?
John.
Okay, so should I just go right after Ariel then?
Oh shit. Did we skip you?
Yeah, but that's fine. I'll just go
Yeah,
after.
good job,
That's
nerd.
okay.
You could go right now while I'm looking for my weapon damage.
Warhammer's
Let's
probably
let this
like
play
an
out
eight.
before
Yeah,
that.
what kind of weapon is it?
It's the
It's a
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
It should be a die 8.
It's a D8 or a D10 if it's two-handed.
Maybe it's a
two-handed.
D10 if it's two-handed.
I have it one-handed, so
Yeah, and then I'm
Three.
after Fred, so you actually missed
Three
2
handles.
people.
So, did you get how much damage was it?
3.
Okay. Garrett, you suffer another saving throw
Okay.
failure. Death saving throw failure.
That's bad.
So that's 1 more in your deck then, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it is Ganthric's turn.
So just so I understand what's going on, so Garrett dropped because of the spider.
Mm-hmm. It knocked him unconscious, basically.
Okay. And then as we attack the spider, he is taking death saving throws.
He is
his-
now that he's unconscious, he's taking damage from the damage you're dishing out for this thing.
So we need to wake him up.
I'm right next to him and trained in medicine. But I don't know that I can wake him up, just stabilize him.
Okay, so we can stabilize him. Would I have to roll an insight to know whether or not if we stabilize him, do we feel that he wouldn't continue to take these death saving throws?
You really have no way of knowing, I guess, at this point. This is not magic that you've really ever seen before.
Okay, but I notice he's taking damage. At
Yes.
His state.
Yes.
Okay. So then I'll do a medicine check on him to try to stabilize him since I know he's dying.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a +6 to medicine, so.
Okay.
Alright. 4 plus 6 is 10.
That's what you needed to hit.
Perfect.
So he is stable.
Okay.
He,
That's my action.
he's sitting at 0 hit points. He's still unconscious.
Yeah, that's my action, and then I just start taunting Evil Garrett by just making loud noises and saying, "Look at me, 8 eyes." And I can't think of anything better right now.
All right. So then it is back around to the spider thing's turn.
Yeah, it's my turn. I'm after Fred, and then it's Ariel after
We
me.
skipped Fred. That's how he ended up.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it
right.
should go. He's on the
I
top
thought
of
it
the
went.
round.
Right, but I thought John attacked, and then it went to Ariel.
No,
Was it me that
well,
attacked?
you attacked.
Okay, right.
Then
job.
Ariel attacked because we skipped
Wait,
over.
why did?
Okay. confused.
Oh yeah, because he's a 10. Yeah. Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I
All right.
saving throw.
So yeah, this thing starts its turn in this zone. Guess we'll find out what happens, huh? Okay, so it beats your DC, but you still have half damage, right?
Yep. So roll that out. 2, 8, 12, 6 damage again.
Okay, it's still standing, and Yantrix looks down at Garrett, and he is still stable.
Excellent.
So that's good news. This thing is going to take a swipe at Kureg. And it fails. Crit 1. It's going... Oh, it had disadvantage on it anyway, so let's roll that out. It's going to take another attack at Kureg. It's a little better. 16 versus AC.
That's a hit.
Okay.
I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay, well this is slashing damage. That's only 6, 7, 8, 9. So,
So 5. Or was that including the half?
no, that would be 5.
Right. 43.
Alright, and then it's gonna try it again. It's kind of what he knows. This time it's a 15 versus armor class.
That's a miss.
And that is its turn.
Nice.
Selexian.
Selexian is going to cast Cure Wounds on Garrett for 8 hit points.
Garrett, the lights come back on. There's a
Hey.
giant spider you standing over you. It's pretty creepy.
I like the fact that we seem like we've been fighting this guy for ages. It's actually only been 30 seconds.
That's all I can do.
Alright. The spider on the wall, I guess he's not on the wall anymore, he's right beside you. The spider right next to you, which probably should have attacked you for that, but didn't remember he was supposed to. Decides now's a great time. And misses, because he's a useless spider. And it is Rickard's turn.
Excellent. I have I'm out of level 2 spell slots, but I believe I've got a level. Or sorry, I'm out of level 1, but I believe I have level 2. I have a spell Aid, where the range is 30 feet. 3 creatures within range can have their maximum and current hit points increased by 5 for the duration. The duration is 8 hours. So I believe I'll do that to Garrett and to who else is meleeing this big spider with me? Is it you, John?
I am, but I'm hardly damaged, so
Oh, you're not a good candidate.
somebody else is damaged. And
Who else is within 30 feet of me? Anyone?
Me.
I hit him with my warhammer.
Those 2 as well. So my 3 friends there besides John. That is my action likely because it costs an action, and there's no such thing as action points. So I think I'm done.
Alright.
What does it do? Sorry.
not you, but everyone else, those three other people, their current and maximum hit points goes up by 5 for 8 hours.
All right, Garrett, you are lying on the ground underneath the spider version of you, and you are now alert and awake.
Can I shoot a fight? Like, can I still be
Stab
laying
it
on the
in the
ground?
belly like Frodo.
Yeah, you can
I'm
stay on the
just-
ground when you shoot it.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a fireball at it.
You still have advantage.
Oh, still at advantage? Okay.
Yeah.
That one's better. 24.
And it hits.
Sweet. 15 damage. Fire.
Okay. It explodes in a fiery explosion of spider guts. And the halfling body part of it just drops off onto the ground. And
Gross.
it is
Does it fall
dead.
onto him?
So do you want to interrogate this?
Does the other spider explode also?
Yes, the other spider also explodes. at
Nice.
this point.
Wait, Adam, did the halfling body fall on Garrett?
No, it fell right into Garrett.
So I
Can
pictured
I
it at
poke-
first, just
can I
like
poke the
in
body?
an embrace almost.
I go over and I pick up the wrong body and I'm like, Garrett, are you okay? Talk to me, Garrett. Talk to me.
You had a high wisdom.
So you guys are very relieved. You have just made it through a gauntlet of torture that you wouldn't ask basically upon your worst enemies. And as you take a moment to catch your breath, lights come on all around this room. Magical lights start shining of every imaginable color. And you see, stretching all the way around this massive, cavernous room, are faces coming out of long cloaks. And they have octopus-like tentacles stretching down. And as you look around, there's easily 40 to 50 of them surrounding you. And they move in to close the distance. And that's where we'll leave it. You guys got effed up by mind flayers. But good job.
Nice.
You guys killed all the stuff I stuck
Before
in.
we leave it, can I poke Garrett's body?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
poke.
I do it as well.
Everybody just piles on it. Pokes him.
So good job, guys. That was a lot of that stuff was tilted kind of hard. Like that last thing was a reskin Drider, and those things are like a level 6 challenge. And then the two other spiders with it made it like an 8. So
Nice.
it was pretty good. It's pretty good, guys.
It was fun. It was so much fun.
Especially without a long rest, I was trying to like use up all your spells.
You
early
did,
on.
for me. Every
Yeah.
single one.
I have 2 level 1 spells left, but those are all like healing stuff that I didn't use.
I have no rages and 2 levels of exhaustion.
So were we like in a colony of mind flayers and they were just using us as their playthings, just kind of...
Yeah, so what this area is this is a city. God, what the hell was the name of this place? So this was this is the surface tunnel for a Durgar city. City that has long since been sealed off. Oh God, what the hell was the name of this place?
Is it an actual place?
It is an actual
Here?
place.
Zwerf Neblin?
Yeah, it's something that you
Blingdenholm?
can't even pronounce.
Blingdenholm?
That's all Deep Gnome shit, dude.
Oh, that's true. They're not
So
Durgar
yeah,
cities.
this is a long since abandoned and sealed off area. Once the Durgars were taken and enslaved by the mind flayers, this was kind of the place that they were kept in slavery. And then after the revolt, they kind of sealed off this area, and the mind flayers visit every once in a while just to come back through and see if anything has encroached back upon it. And all of this stuff is ancient and hasn't really been touched in a considerable amount of time, except for about 100 years ago, a Durgar adventuring party kind of broke through to this area from a neighboring tunnel. And
So what were the...
Adam, you've been
Hey,
muted.
Adam, you got muted.
Beth, you're a person. You can't mute me.
So what were the like doppelganger things? Are they all different reskinned creatures?
Yes, they were. So, you fought a Drider, which was Garrett. You fought a Wraith, which was Rickard. You fought a Hobgoblin Warlord, which was Ganthrix. You fought a Drow Elite Warrior, which was Selixian. You fought a Kobold, single Kobold, which
That
was
was me, wasn't it?
Kurag.
Yeah. Died with like one poke to the stomach. He was dead.
But
And-
like a kobold with all those like death traps was
Yeah,
like,
it was.
difficult
And
to
that was the
handle.
thing is like I tried to build him around. I'll tell you in a second. And then you had to fight a Shadow, which was just that was Ariel's character, and it should have been pretty. It was like
Okay.
half of a challenge.
I gotta run,
I
guys.
was just like,
All right.
guys.
Thank you very much,
Bye.
Adam.
Bye.
See ya.
GG.
So much fun.
There was an article in one of the magazines, Dragon or Dungeon, about kobolds and how they used their terrain and like about this like they would be able to like push the walls. They would be like inside the walls and push the walls and manipulate the passageways to like
Mhm.
kind of herd adventurers, and they would have all these traps set up for them. And I thought it was a really cool article.
Yeah, I wanted to make kind of these all like funhouse, grotesque mirror images of these characters, built upon like what they kind of most feared from themselves, which is why the kind of the mirror image of this barbarian is this old barbarian that can't best people physically anymore, and he's blind and he's hunched, and so he's resorted to just like using tricks and traps. And I thought that Kurag would be just completely disgusted with the concept of this creature that is building these traps. He's not manly enough to fight 1-to-1.
So cool.
That rat sure had a really weird point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now to talk about the rat and the larger rat than the
Mhm.
smaller rat that was killed, what was your what were you trying to relay with that?
I wanted you guys to realize that if you killed a player character, you wouldn't have to face its
Ah.
alternate. I wanted you guys to have the moment where you all realized.
No,
that
I
you
got
could
that. I just
kill-
wasn't sure if that was canonical or some fucking with
Yeah,
us. So
I
getting
wanted you guys to
confirmation.
get to that point where you realized that you could kill a character, and as these things were getting harder and harder and harder, I wanted it to be more that okay, there's a halfling sitting here that would be really easy just to slit his throat right now.
You do want us to realise that
I wanted you guys to think about that.
Is that why you left Tron for last? Like we're like at the end, we're like all about to die, and we're like, should we kill the halfling rogue? Like,
Two reasons.
At that
One is
point-
because I knew that there was the best chance that he had not probably ingratiated himself to the characters, because I just
Yeah, he kept poking us.
rogues play, and I didn't want it to be like the most physically imposing thing. Plus, hoping that you guys, once you realized kind of what these things were and how they were related to you, that you would start to share some of the things that like you were worried about. I hope that he would start to maybe hint at kind of the things that he'd said or the things that he feared, just to you guys could start talking about that
Yeah, like
character. And then you would start to realize that this is going to be a nasty fight against giant spiders, and maybe we don't want to do that. But also, the Drider ended up being the biggest badass character. So I wanted that to be the last battle because I wanted him to get harder.
See, my whole reasoning was that, like, oh, I can probably... Garrett's not an evil guy. He's a friendly dude. So I was thinking maybe I could reach out. That's why I started playing music.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that
that
is
is the
some
that is
reason.
that thing was the encapsulation of all the evil that does live within you. So that
You've got
Yeah,
spiders
that's great.
living in
I
inside
have
you.
to admit, I was really wishing that I played a character that would have killed you. That would have been fun.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I was kind of like a lawful good monk, and I
Yeah.
really couldn't justify it other than the fact that the needs of the many outweigh the few, and
Yeah,
I
that's
felt
what
like
I
I
was
could have
thinking.
justified maybe like, killing, but
Yeah,
I
so
just
they don't
couldn't do
get
it at the end
out.
of the day.
But
I think if the battles would have been more dire, leading up to that, I again underestimated but I mean it's so hard. It's so hard to do, like, because all of these were pretty much just like party versus one character thing.
Yeah.
If you get it stun
yeah.
locked and things like that, it can be really difficult to manage just like a.
Especially when you've got 6
So-
players as well.
Yeah.
and-
Correct.
Balance is so
correct,
hard.
It's
yeah.
pretty tough to balance because I didn't want to pick things that were going to be so strong that they would be like one-shotting you guys,
Mhm.
but I wanted them to be, a challenge too. So finding that balance was kind of tricky. I think we did okay. I just think that they weren't quite as hard as I wanted them to be, which didn't really drive that question into your minds whether you should probably off
Yeah.
John's character. Because if you guys had been dropping left and right in that battle, like if you hadn't got the Dragonborn version stun locked and taken basically 2 turns of free shots on him,
Yeah, it would have been a
been-
lot more dire. Yeah.
Yeah,
brutal
totally.
because he dealt a lot more damage than the Drider did.
I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't justify attacking Garrett, but I did purposely not heal him.
Yeah. No,
That's
at
fine.
the end,
We
when
had,
you
like-
said you had 2 cure spells left, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, you
It
still
would
have
have been
them. I
interesting.
wasted a turn doing medicine. It was like,
Yeah.
I think it would
so
have
yeah,
been
if
interesting
you
if
guys,
someone did attack Garrett.
if you
because
guys
then would
fell
have ended up
unconscious-
fighting Kuruk as well.
so as you saw, if you guys fell unconscious while battling yourselves, then like the damage was transferred over. You were basically taking half damage every time the thing took damage.
Wow.
So that was and the damage just resulted in losing a saving throw each time. Death saving.
That's why I also kind of was like, oh, I'm just gonna play music because maybe it will kill me and
Yeah.
they'll see. Because that's
it
the
would have
thing
been
about-
amazing because if it had killed you, it would not have died. It would have taken.
Oh really?
oh.
Mm.
We're taking your
Okay.
form? Is that what you said?
It would have, yeah. It would no longer have looked like a giant monstrous spider halfling thing. It
Would
would
it
have
still
looked
have been
like.
able?
Is that what Priscilla
would've-
was trying to hint to me at? Or was that... Can I ask a DD question? You don't have to answer, but was that Priscilla that was communicating to me with that note? Or was that...
No,
some
that was
imagining in my mind?
yourself. That was yeah. I mean, it was that mirror created a lot of this stuff.
Okay.
I mean, it is an ancient magic around this mirror, and
Got
its
it.
use was to, it's great for resources and stuff like that, but it's also great to mess with people's minds, and
Got it.
that's what it's doing. Is it's going in and finding things that you would find valuable.
Oh, that's
And-
haunting.
Message though that you found was something that maybe you were trying to tell to yourself, which is that you guys were passing through this door of the mirror, but by doing so, you're letting the other things in. So
Got it.
you're moving into a different realm, but other things are
So-
moving into yours.
If when I was on the other side of the mirror, I tried to open that other door that was there, would it have opened? Or
I was thinking
You
about
probably
this
could have
too.
gotten open, yes. Yeah.
So
I mean,
would-
it was
what
it
would have
was
happened?
What would have been through there?
If I carried on down that way.
yeah, it would have been very interesting because you guys would have all been going into different places.
Mhm.
That's true.
And
Oh, we
one
would've
last
been
question, real
by
quick.
ourselves.
If I didn't grab, let's say, my stuff and had never entered into the mirror,
Yeah.
would I have not fought myself? Would that
You
have
would
been
not
something?
have.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Wow.
None of you. The only reason these things were spawned into this world was because you reached into the mirror.
Got it.
So we would have had one less battle. I was
Yeah.
I was telling Beth about this all yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to get Fred to reach into this mirror because I'm like, he's gonna see it. Plus, he's a Dragonborn monk who probably like there's nothing I can really think. I was trying to think of like what can
Yeah.
I put on the other side of this that he's gonna even care about. And initially, I thought I would put a map there, like a map of the area, so that it would be something that everyone could easily benefit from.
Mhm.
And that would have been pretty tempting. But then I'm like, God, then I gotta freaking draw a map, and then I can't change it on the fly if it feels necessary. And
Yeah.
so I decided to just really stick temptation there and give you something that you couldn't see.
And that was perfect because since I didn't know what the item was, I think that is the only reason why I would have gone after it, is like,
Yeah.
what could it be? And if I don't get it, can that really hinder us? You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, awesome. Awesome.
You incorporated everything in my backstory in a way that was very haunting and really moving and affecting to me personally.
I tried.
Good job.
So did you guys have fun?
Yeah, so much fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm a little upset about the ending, but it's okay. I mean,
Yeah, well, you
I don't
guys
know.
didn't-
How are we gonna?
It's not like I warned. It's not like I didn't warn you that that was coming.
I know, but
You know, it was a very unique experience, and that mirror did set the tone. I really enjoyed just kind of like second guessing ourselves and trying to figure out what was going on. And I think that the monsters definitely had a nice kind of level that kind of got harder and harder.
Yeah.
You know, and just got scarier and scarier too. I mean, the first seeing the bard's other self, I was really taken aback. I was like, whoa, like tendon bow and sewn mouth, like those were really like horrific images. That really, after that, I was just like, okay, like this is gonna get crazy as fuck now.
Yeah, I wanted it to start to get really uncomfortable right about there.
Yeah.
So good.
Did I send you an early version of my character sheet, or only the one that I sent like yesterday or whatever it was? Because my original version of the character sheet, I had a necklace of Dugar ears.
Yeah.
And I changed it to having just a Dugar ear in my belt pouch.
Yeah. No, I that was the other difficult thing, was trying to figure out what could entice a barbarian, though it wouldn't be too hard to get him to just go do it, and I didn't really even need to, because you walk through that thing without a date.
It's like, ooh.
But yeah, I was like, okay, this is something he would like, you know. Yeah,
add it to my collection.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was wondering why a book.
Well, you had mentioned that your character was a huge
never mind.
fan of books, and it was locked, and I knew that you were not able to resist the fact that A, it was locked, B, it was a book, and B, that lock was golden and looked very. It was the only valuable thing.
I just remembered that the reason Garrett used to be in a thieves guild, and the reason why he was kicked out of said thieves guild was that he went on a mission to go get a book from a masked Lord of Waterdeep, and he failed that mission because his partner.
Oh, right.
And so I think that's probably a thing that I just forgot.
So what was the significance of Vistra's helmet? Just because you like shiny things.
It's just because she's a cleric of Helm, and clerics of Helm do wear these
wear helmets.
Brilliant. That's their thing. They wear these brilliant plumed helmets.
Interesting.
Which was fortunate. I mean, Ariel's character was just like, I just like to do nice things, and someday I would like to be a really powerful cleric. I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm not good at the backstory yet. But they all get there.
Oh, I've got a backstory. With me, again, it could have been fingernail clippings on the side of the mirror, and I've been like, ooh, I grab it. My character does that. It was very easy to entice me to do a thing in-game.
Yeah, I definitely like the tower shield with the 3 dwarves strapped to it. I mean, just the imagery on that was just pure gold.
Yeah, that
so
was one of the things that when I thought of it, I was like, oh god, this is gonna be perfect, because you're gonna have to go through these things to get to this, character, and just based upon Ganthrix's backstory, like how that would affect him, I thought it would be really interesting.
Yeah, and it was great too, because you like drop the shield to throw a javelin and they land on their feet, like it was just perfect. I mean, it was
it came to me when I was when I was in the action, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna have to set down this massive shield to attack from range. I'm like, oh shit, well they got feet, so they can keep it upright for him, and then he's not gonna waste an action.
It would have been great if they'd scurry towards somebody and shield fashion.
And then came back.
But I mean, they weren't real though. That's the thing. Is like they were no more real than. I mean, these are all things that have been conjured in. All those dwarves. I mean, as sad as it was to have them slain and all this stuff, those were no different than anything else. And in fact, if you'd have managed to have cut them free, they would have taken up arms against you.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good thing I killed them then. Well, 2 of them.
You heartless bastard.
Well, those are on misses, so that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
I like that you as a DM are unafraid to do something that has big salience with like 1 or 2 player characters. It doesn't necessarily have to have that with the greater group, but you're willing to have one person have like a really individual, powerful experience for a moment and then move on. I feel
Well,
like
that was the intent of the whole game was to make it so that everybody has that, to make it very tailored, because you can do that with a one shot, and if you just have enough prep, you can just tailor individual encounters or individual parts to each person. So once it all started with the idea of this magic mirror, and from there it was just building creepy versions of all of you, and so that's why I was always like clamoring for backstory or information or anything else that I could use to flesh them out anytime I felt like I didn't quite have enough. And some of them I felt better about. Some of them went through some iterations before getting to where they were. Like Rickard's wasn't always a wraith. It had actually started out as like a demon of some sort, a very charismatic demon, and then and the whole throne room thing actually got switched around because originally that throne room was Gamthrix's character's throne room, that he had basically declared himself a lord or a king over all these dwarven thralls, basically. But then when I started thinking about how the Wraith was going to work, I thought it would work a lot better if that actual throne room was an extant throne room. If it was Rickard's family's throne room. And so that worked out pretty fun.
You're welcome for the monster manual, by the way.
I use it
That's
all
great.
over the place.
I was hoping that at the end the mind players would go, computer, end the program.
And
We just ran out of time. There was, it was actually gonna your final thing was gonna just be a battle against
40 mind flayers.
It wasn't gonna be 40. It was gonna be 2. And it would have been. I mean, you would have died against 2 mind players. But we just didn't have time for it. This went on 2 hours longer than I thought it was going to. So
You would have been dead.
I basically took all question out of it.
At that point, I would have probably killed Garrett if 2 mind flayers came in.
Yeah.
Does this work? Does this
They
work,
would've
God?
They would have giggled.
Just turn on everybody.
They would've-
Who's this?
All right, I gotta go. That was fun.
All right.
Thank you
Thanks
guys.
again.
Thank you for hosting. That was awesome.
That was
All right.
awesome. Yeah,
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
thank you.
Bye.
Catch you